All right, we have the Quake Grom out again today. I've done a bunch of modifications to it. I picked up the Proline Brunt body for it, based on an old OBS Ford. I got the Proline Dreadnaught tires. I think they look really cool. But the biggest upgrade I did is a brushless conversion. I went with the kit from RC 4-wheel drive. I went with the 4000 kV motor. The kit comes with everything you need. The motor mount plate, the servo mount and ESC mount. Also came with a bunch of different pinion gears. I'm still on the stock pinion size. They sell a kit that comes with a receiver and transmitter. I opted to get the one without it because I already have a bunch of Dumbo receivers. It can run 2S and 3S now. All right, let's take it out and do some speed tests. All right, I threw the Quake body back on for the speed runs. It's already got a bunch of scratches in it, so might as well use that body and keep the Brunt body nice. Let's see what it does. Seems like it cogs a little bit when you first get into the throttle. Definitely a lot more pep. Racing that car. Let's see what we got. 23 miles an hour. A little better for 2S. I was hoping for a little bit more, but let's throw a 3S battery in it. I would have thought I could have used the 3S battery I use for my Mojave Grom, but it is a little bit wider. I'm still going to run it. It's just not really going to be held down. Since the battery goes in on its end, you can't lock it in place. So I have to figure out a different battery to use if I want to bash on 3S. I think my servo's already dying on this. Look how weak it is. If I lift it up, no problem. Looks like I'm going to have to find an upgraded servo for this. If anyone knows of a good one, throw it in the comments. All right, let's go for a 3S speed run. Hopefully we don't roll too bad. The battery isn't held down at all. It's just sitting in there. Be easy on the throttle. Huh? Still rolled. Let's go see what we did. Not sure what I hit that caused it to tumble. I didn't even hit the brakes yet. It's not the smoothest surface, but battery's still in its main spot. Luckily it's sandwiched in there pretty good. There's not really much room for it to go anywhere. 33 miles an hour. Not too bad. I definitely was hoping for over 40 on 3S. Still on the stock pinion size. They did come with a bunch of extra pinions in the kit from RC 4-wheel drive. Might have to see if I could gear it up a little bit. Let's give it another run, see if we could do any better. Slightest little tap of the brakes and it just flipped right over. 34 miles an hour, not bad. All right, we got the Arrma Quake Grom out again. We're going to see how it does at the skate park with the new brushless conversion. We're only going to be running it on 2S because that's the only battery I could really strap down solidly in this chassis. So it's not much faster, but I think it has a lot more punch with this new system. We might be able to pull off some backflips. Let's see how she does. All right, threw the Quake body back on just to keep the Brunt body all nice. This one's already got a bunch of scratches in it already. I don't know what's up. It's kind of acting like it's got a drag brake on or something. Wasn't doing that the other day. It is a lot colder out today, about 30 degrees. Clear the double now. Thinking, and last Thanksgiving I was here as well with the Mini Max. It was a little colder and I broke it in half. Hopefully we don't do that with the Quake. Oh, I was hoping to get the backflip. Cold weather with the nosedive like that. Wow. Forgot that lip kind of gives you a front flip. This thing's being pretty tough in the cold. Little coping always gives it a front flip. Oh. This thing's getting a beating for cold weather. So close. So close to getting that clean backflip. Man, this thing's taking a beating. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. That was nice. All right, had a blast out here with the Quake Grom at the skate park. Still probably need the 3S batteries if you want to do backflips on command, but the extra speed and punch, you could actually get some real air off the jumps, clear some doubles. For bashing in 30-degree weather and some really bad landings, this thing is super tough. As I was talking about earlier, the steering servo is getting a little weak, but other than that, everything's holding up just fine. Putting a beating on that body, but for the most part, it's holding up pretty well. I don't know if I'm completely sold on that brushless system from RCAWD all-wheel drive. There's a couple times it seemed like it locked up, like all of a sudden it went into a drag brake or something. I think I might try out a couple different systems. I know there's a lot of different companies making brushless systems for the Groms now. EcoPower, Fury Tech. All right, so very impressed with this little truck. Thanks for watching.